What's up, everybody? Please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's get into it. This is gonna be Kings versus Queens. The rest of the recap. I did 40 bars versus Sue Surf. I have another video for that, like a special one, just because that's what I felt like doing. But might touch upon it in this video. But anyway, let's go. So the first battle that went down was KC versus Swamp. They got nasty. How nasty did it get? Real nasty. Swamp nasty. KCJ's, I'm trying to figure out the best word for this. Steamrolled Swamp. It was unbelievable. It was believable, but it was unbelievable. Because Swamp is undefeated. I remember KCJ taking like a few L's. I mean, that's not no shade to her. She was just wilding on him every fucking round. It's crazy. Like, she was really snapping on him. And as for Swamp, I guess we would chalk this up to he never battled a girl before. But his approach was just so dated. All that, bitch, I slap you, I fuck you, I come in your face, and all of that. Da, 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 da. Dude, that's like from like 2013 when it was battling girls. Like, you gotta get up to speed. And then I seen his interview. Well, shout out to him for owning his loss. Shout out to Eminem. He got his ass whooped. He got bodied. Shout out to him for admitting that. Because most people, I think that's going to actually take him far. Because most battle rappers do not admit when they lose. Their body language said they lost, but they don't admit verbally. If you ask them, they'll try to either make it debatable or make it somehow that they won. And when in all reality, they just got bodied. Like, but, yo, KCJ, shout out to her. She opened it up. She set the tone for the rest of the ladies. She was in her bag and put him in a bag. Like, all that shit, his shit was just, it wasn't working. It wasn't landing. It sounded like thought he was in like an old ass battle. And it's just like, damn, like, on top of us already knowing that she rapped better than you, you choose to take this approach, and it's so crazy, but I guess it's not really crazy because that's his first time battling a female, but it's just like, all the interviews up into the battle, you made it sound like you had like this master plan for her, like you was just gonna really get her out of there, and she wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. Like, she really wilded out on you. Like, she bodied you. Okay, moving right along. I guess we gonna just get the 30s out the way. C3 versus Rum Nitty. Before this battle, C3 said, I don't know what she said. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He's gonna punch my head off. And that's exactly what happened. You got your head punched clean off your shoulders. Now, C3 had very good rounds, and she had a very good strategy. It just was, each round, it was just like slightly not enough. So she got edged. She didn't get like killed every round. She got edged every round. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I think after that, we got E Heart and K Shine. This one just hurt my feelings. Cause like I knew, but like in the back of my head, I just wanted E Heart to pull like a cat, rabbit out of the hat or something, like something to sway this into her favor. But she was just like, she died, man. She died. She died. Like, it wasn't the usual. Even her bars, man, they were good. I'm just used to her bars being really, really, really lethal. And I feel like her approach was kind of off too. Like, You can't go bar for bar with somebody that either has better bars than you or is like neck and neck with you in the bars. She should have took more of like the C3 lane. C3 was like personal, like talking to Rumnitty, like, and I know E Hart is not. That's not really her style. She's really like just bars and her delivery and her just believability, just carrying her through. But you got to understand, like K Shine, he got bars that's just as good as yours, and his energy and his performance and his is crazy, and he's funny, man. He's funny. Like he ragged on how she looked. He even took the angle like she left 40 for dead out there, which I mean, it was like the elephant in the room for the longest. So the fact that he did that, like he really brought it home, and E Hart choked in the third round. She choked. It is what it is. It's hard to believe she went out like that, but she owned it. I mean, she knew she lost. Anyway, I think we got DNA versus Vixen. Oof. Vixen, shout out to you for proving me entirely wrong. You showed your ass that battle. Your performance, your bars, delivery, aggression. Let's go down the line. That was battle of the night. The way you flipped DNA's slogan at the end. What she say? She said, and if Norris texts me back, get smacked the fuck out of here. That was cold. Like, Vixen, I see you. You might be in that top tier elite range after that. Yeah, that was fire. Vixen was fire. DNA, and that was not a bad DNA. That was not a bad DNA. That was some DNA with some mistakes, though. Some mistakes. Nigga, you can't, and what's worse, I think, was a freestyle he was doing. You can't just be going at other people when your opponent is kicking your ass, talking about you in all 3 rounds. You can't go into the 3rd round and just be talking about every Tom, Dick, and Harry, everything under the sun. That was not a good strategy. Because it's like, dog, she's beating you. Like, why you can't afford to freestyle talk about anybody else right now. Because that's like not going to, you do that in a battle when you cruising. When you cruising during a battle, by all means, set your next battle up, take shots, whatever. That wasn't what was going on. You were losing that battle. She was she was edging you every round because he was very good. But when it came down to the third was kind of clear. So yeah, Vixen body DNA. Like, I thought it was completely gonna go all the other way around, but and it was a good, damn good DNA. What's that? I think it's Charlie Clips and Couture went next. You know what? Shout out to Couture's fans for real. Like, you can't sleep on Couture's fans because they are not feeling this decision. I mean, everybody has their reasons why people feel like Couture got robbed in that battle, but I feel like the people that feel that way are looking at one thing. Okay, for one, we're in a quiet room where everybody's watching from home. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's probably wasn't no more than like 15 people there, if that. Like, what don't y'all understand? Charlie Clips raps better than Couture. Yes, he was playing. Yes, he choked and had to recover and had to. But the thing about it is, you want to hear him rap. And Couture, she was lackluster. She was. Like, that first round, it put me to sleep. Even Jazz was in the comments section like, this who y'all think I'm scared to battle? This who y'all say I'm ducking? She had a couple solid rounds. She had a couple solid lines, but overall, I wasn't like. I'm not the biggest fan of Couture, but I never seen her like. She's never bored me. For some reason, she. It was boring. It was boring. It was boring when she was spitting. It was a lot of like basic stuff. I mean, some of it was funny, some of it was cool, but it wasn't no real like she was wilding on any real round. Her best round was the second round. Her second round was crazy, but Clips definitely wild out on her in the first and wild out on her in the third. The second for him was choppy. But he's just he's effective. What you want me to say? This is battle rap. It's about who raps better. You know what I'm saying? If it was like Couture was just not, she was just lackluster. I'm gonna just keep it there. It was lackluster. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I did Swamp. We did Vixen. We did E Heart. We did C3. We did Couture. Arsenal versus Official. I said this was a possibility. I said this was a possibility. I said if Arsenal come in there and really rap, he could walk away with this. And I said if Official come and do like the same old two-step she been doing, like what she tends to do when she gets a little consistently battling like back to back, she could be taking the L. And she was really good, but Arsenal was wilding on her. Arsenal was just like, he just turned into somebody else. Like he was just rapping his ass off. And like, that's the thing. Like, you have to make it look like you can rap better than the other person. And whether that's fact or fiction, you have to make it look that way. And he was just better. He was better every round. Every round. Official was good. She was punching. She was flowing. She was aggressive. It was an Arsenal we didn't expect, though. I will say that. But Official, so we down. So so the ladies are down. They're out of the competition as far as being considered to be the winner. You got 2 to 3 going up to the last battle. Sue Surf versus 40 Bars. Yeah. Surf. I don't know why you keep playing. I don't know if you really feel like it just doesn't affect your stock and you just don't care. But you sell a lot of wolf tickets. Like you be talking like you are just the upper echelon God tier nigga. Like, and you have been losing for like a whole year. 40 Bars came to do what she did. Like she came do what she was supposed to do. Her rounds were very clean, minus a half a second stumble in a second that your Sue Surf fans keep talking about. And she just bar for bar, she was better than you. And the fan vote got it 2-1. I really got it 3-zip body. Because if you edge the first round, you clearly get the second. And then you're clearly beating the other person the third before their round start, and then that person chokes. If this was like a normal setting on a URL or Queen of the Ring stage, they would have said you got bodied. So I'm gonna call it like it is. You got bodied. The fans said you got it 2-1. No, I don't see it that way. You got bodied. She got you out of there. She wrapped circles around you. That's just what it is. Overall, the event was fire. I'm mad it was on caffeine, so we can't just keep watching it again. Because I would love to just really break these bars down and dissect them. I would. yeah. So shout out to Queen of Ring. Shout out to URL. This was a good one. Um, I look forward to more events like this because this made my night. I was having a crappy night. I'm sick as fuck. If you can't hear that shit right now, it's cold and flu season. Just kicking my ass right now. But I was entertained. Seriously, that was a good event. Um, yeah, can't wait for it to come out on the app so y'all can see it, so we could really talk. But if anybody saw it, you got an opinion, you want to discuss these battles, holler at me in the comment section, and boom, smash the subscribe button. I'm out.